Hey friends, so I know I've been gone for a little bit. I've just kind of took a little mental break from posting so much and just to kind of give myself some time to, heal a little bit more and really just take my time to figure some things out. So, I came back with a story time. So, get your tea, get your coffee, get your water, get your snacks, get whatever you want. Get comfy, put your pajamas on, your bonnets, head ties, whatever. And let's get into story time. So, I decided that I wanted to try to start dating again. I feel like mentally I want to, but emotionally, am I? That was really the question. So, I reconnected with a guy and a girl that I went to high school with. Now, the girl, I have no interest in dating. I like men, which is just my preference. So, for the sake of this video, I'm going to call them. The guy is going to be Tootsie Roll, and the girl is going to be Flower. So, I've been, talking to Flower for a while, just reconnecting, talking about, things that we used to do, just catching up, talking about, life, high school, stuff like that. So a few days ago, she calls me and we're just talking for a few, and I just happened to bring up Tootsie Roll because we're talking about, how wild we did things, the wild things that we did when we were younger, back in high school days. So I asked him if she remembered Tootsie Roll, and so she remembered him. So I was telling her that we've been talking and kind of seeing each other, and she then tells me that she's been hanging out with him too. And now, mind you, I've never met his mom. I've only been to his house, and I did offer to pay to take us out on a date to the beach, have dinner, then we go on the beach and just, talk. And he kind of turned it down, said he wanted to be in a better place, and basically that he had lost his job and wanted to find a job before we get to that point of going out on actual dates. So, trying to be understanding, I understood that, but something in me was like, okay, I think that's kind of a red flag. You can invite me over at night, but I'm offering to pay for a date, and all you have to do is come, show up, and you're turning that down. So, sorry, somebody was pulling up, but it was just kind of looking to see who it was. But, so I was telling Flower that, we've been talking, I've been seeing him, and as much as I hate, not right now in the moment, as much as I hate to admit it, we were intimate each time I went to his house, which was on 3 separate occasions. So she mentions that she's been hanging out with him, and he's told her that he has feelings for her. Mind you, I started to have a little bit of feelings for him, obviously because, we've been intimate. I've known him since high school, and, us women. So I was comfortable with him because it wasn't like he was a complete stranger. It's just we've never really been on a level past friendship. So sorry for that ghetto pop. I don't really like when people do that, but anyways. So she was telling me that feelings, as far as on her side, Flower didn't have any feelings for Tootsie Roll, but Tootsie Roll has feelings for her. She's also met his mom. She's braided his hair and her mom's hair. I mean, his mom's hair. And he sent her money. They've made out. So that's, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, to me that's kind of like another, that's just weird. If I'm not interested or don't find somebody attractive, why would you be making out with that said person? I mean, just personally, if I'm not attracted to somebody, I'm not gonna sit there and make out with them. It's just odd to me. That's just me. I just don't see why I would make out with somebody if I don't like them, feelings aren't reciprocated, or, I'm not attracted to you. Because in my opinion, that leads somebody on. Now, as we continue, as me and Flower and I continue to talk, she told me that on a number of occasions that Tootsie Roll had asked Flower if she'd ever be intimate with him. She told me that she told him no, that she wouldn't be intimate with him. Again, yet you make out with him when you go over there. So then, I just talked to her for a little bit and just say, that was just kind of weird because he's telling me I'm the only one he's talking to. I'm the only one he's sleeping with. But come to find out, she started going through messages, and I started going through certain messages back and forth with him, and it kind of looks like he would call me the night after he would see her. So to me that kind of seems like if he didn't get any from her, he'd call me. He would also kind of close his eyes while he was, we were being intimate, which now it kind of makes sense. He was probably thinking about her. So maybe that part is true, that they weren't intimate. But I wouldn't say that they were never intimate. Maybe not recently. I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there. So I can't say that she's lying. Or whatever the case may be. So I took a little time to kind of process, and I got off the phone with Flower, took some time to kind of process, and then I sent Tootsie Roll text message because I knew he was kind of nearing the end of his work day because he just started a new job. So I texted him around about half an hour to around the time that he was supposed to get off. I didn't expect him to reply until, well after he got off. Maybe like an hour or two after he got off or so. So he actually responded within minutes, and he was acting like he didn't know what I was talking about. He was confused because basically what I said was, you lied to me. You told me I was the only one you're talking to, but you're talking to Flower. Not only that, but you're making out with her. She's braiding your hair, and it's not the fact that you are hanging out with Flower. You have feelings for her, and she's coming over to your house. You send her money after you tell me that you don't want to go out on a date that I'm going to pay for. You make out with her, she braids your hair, but yet you're telling me I'm the only one that you're seeing. I'm the only one that's coming to your house. I'm pretty much the only one at this moment that he's making out with, being intimate with and starting to grow feelings for. They weren't probably as strong as mine. I mean, obviously, in my opinion, doesn't look like he was growing them at all, and just telling me what I wanted to hear so that I would continue to be a fool and be intimate with him. Because I did kind of have a hunch that he was seeing somebody else and not saying it, which to me is not a problem. We're all adults, and you have a right to date other people if you want to. Just be honest about it. If I'm not the only person you're seeing, tell me that instead of telling me I'm the only person that you're seeing. Like, I don't see a reason why you should lie about that. And especially if you have feelings for these other people, for this other person, why not just take the time to just chill then, or not see that person if it's supposedly not reciprocated, if you're going to talk to somebody else on that type of level. So for me, it's not the fact that he was talking to somebody else. It's the fact that he lied to me and said I was the only one that he was seeing. And it just happened to be somebody that I know, which again is not the problem. It's the fact that he told me I was the only one that he was seeing, and not only that I am not the only, or I wasn't the only one he was seeing, he had feelings for Flower, and it's like, how do I compete with that? If you have feelings for somebody else, why should I compete with that and be a second option? So I just, I don't really want to speak to him. I'm not going to. He did call me, but I missed the call, and I'm not really able to make outgoing calls. Well, I can, but I don't know if I want to. Unless he's willing to give me some type of closure, I don't know. But as far as him, I don't really want to talk to him. Oh, and what I forgot to mention. So the next morning, Flower sends me a screenshot, and I literally woke up to this. Like, I'm just opening my eyes within the first 5 minutes, and I see that I got a text message, and I go to open it, and it's from Flower. So it's a screenshot, and it's from Tootsie Roll, basically saying that he had spoken to me, and that he told me that he was never intimate with her at the same time as he was with me. But again, he started to act like the day before. He was acting confused. He was kind of rude and narcissistic in a way. So he said that he also, in that same message, that Flower screenshotted and sent to me from white chocolate, from Tootsie Roll. He also said that his feelings for her weren't going to change, which is, like, to me also a slap in the face. So it's like, the fact that you sent it to me, and that's the only, like, it kind of also had, like, the emoji strip across the top, so I feel like she was hiding something from me in the message that she didn't want me to see, which, okay, fine. But that's just kind of fishy too. But I haven't really spoke to her. She did call me later on that day, but I didn't answer. And then she texted me, and when I finally did text her back, it was like an hour or two later. I don't really want to talk to neither one of them right now. Not that she intentionally did anything to me, but I just didn't really want to talk. Something just wasn't sitting right with me. So I go to Facebook. I go get on Facebook after I make my son some breakfast. And the first thing I see is a picture in his room. Basically, a table in his room and a tray, which is always there, which I recognize. I also recognize the lighting from his room. So I liked it. Now, she had messaged me, text messaged me, maybe right before, that was right before I saw it when she messaged, when I saw the screenshot, and I messaged her back, and I just said, wow, that's okay. So I saw her Facebook story, that was in her stories, and I liked it. And then next thing you know, within an hour now, mind you, you know how Facebook stories go for 24 hours. That was posted, I'm going to say between 11 and 17 hours ago. So it still had a few hours to go. Next thing you know, it was gone. Like when I went back on Facebook, it was gone. I didn't see it at all in her stories. So it is what it is. They can do whatever they choose. So as far as me, I'm gonna chill off the dating for a little bit, and whenever, if love ever finds me, it'll find me. So anyways, that's gonna be the end of my story time tonight, guys. So I will come back in a few days with another story time, and I'm going to be working on some content to post and put out there more on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching and listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment, leave a comment in obviously the comments. Drop a comment and let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Am I wrong for not wanting to talk to Tootsie Roll or Flower? Should I call Tootsie Roll or return his call, because he did call me? I sent him a text and said, hey, sorry I missed your call, but he didn't respond, so I don't know. Should I call him? Let me know. Bye.